and welcome to Let's Talk Poop. I'm your host, Don. Today, for the last video that I'm filming in the same shirt, we're going to talk about 7 Deadly Sins, which I watched on Paramount Plus. As per usual on Let's Talk Spook, we break things down into 6 separate categories. Those 6 separate categories are story, acting, atmosphere, music, look, and finally creep. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into 7 Deadly Sins. So it starts with a girl being chased by her knife-wielding uncle. She tells him that it's his envy consuming him, and she somehow injures herself jumping from a first-story window. Like, it was like a 2-foot drop, and somehow she injures herself. He starts to strangle her in the front yard, and then he gets shot by the cops. This opening takes place in Mexico. So then we transition to a school getting out for spring break, a high school. There's a lot of nudity in this movie. All the actors are over the age of 18. However, they're supposed to be high school students. So we get some hotties that split up. One of them is going to go with her boyfriend Jamal to Cabo. And then the other ones are going to go get high and do drugs and party for spring break. Whilst she is driving with Jamal, he gets pulled over for speeding. Cop opens his trunk. It is full of weed. Literally full. So he gets sentenced to 5 years in jail. She gets house arrest because she was just there, didn't know about it, whatever. But he gets a 3-day stay on his jail sentence to, like, arrange his home or whatever. So, of course, what do they decide to do? Throw a friggin' drugs and alcohol party. Because that makes perfect sense. They totally learned their lesson. We then get Sarah, who is the girl from the opening, is been hired by the main character Kim's mom to be a live-in nanny and keep the house clean and watch over Kim. They're like the same age. It makes no sense, but whatever. Then we get some pretty humorous character introductions of our main cast. Sarah, for some reason, brings up the game Charlie Charlie, which was the other title for this movie, which would have made it way easier to find a movie cover for this if they had gone with that title. Because it turns out 7 Deadly Sins is also the name of a really popular anime. So she gets them to play Charlie Charlie, which I don't know if I did a review of the Tori films on the same concept or not. But I've seen this before. The idea is that you take 2 pencils, you cross them, write yes and no, and you ask to talk to the spirit of Charlie, who apparently is a dead child that never got baptized, and is supposed to help you to cleanse yourself of your sins. But if you don't do the game right, he murders you. That's the concept. He then starts taking the appearances of others and manipulating their minds to make them think that things are happening that aren't happening, stuff like that. So, not bad, not great. 2.5 for story. Acting. Yeah, it's not the best. 2.5 out of 5 for acting. Atmosphere. It's a lot of slow build with subpar acting. Halfway into the movie, approximately, is when spooky things start to happen, and you honestly don't care about any of the characters. So for atmosphere, 1 out of 5. Music, nothing special. Report, 2.5. Looks, there's a lot of eye candy, a lot of nudity, but the ghost of Charlie just looks utterly ridiculous. So 2.5 for boobs. Finally, creep. 1, this movie is not scary. It had some opportunities to be legitimately creepy, but the acting and special effects just kind of gave it no chance, honestly. So 1 out of 5 for creep, which gives us a final score of 2 out of 5 skulls for 7 Deadly Sins on Paramount Plus.